Hi everyone, it's Andy. Welcome to my week 46 Slimming World Roundup. I didn't do a video last week, time just got away with me, so I'll quickly cover week 45. I lost £2.5, which was all good. This week I lost £3 and I got this 5.5 stone award. And I got this Slimmer of the Week. I haven't been Slimmer of the Week for ages. So yeah, it was a cool week, 5.5 stone. Yay! So I needed £1 to get to 5.5 stone. I got 3, so I'm now £5 away from the big 6 stone. And of course at 6 stone, Merman. It's all going blue, baby. Merman's happening, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, it's been a good week. I'm really happy. So I'm just gonna do what I haven't changed. I haven't done anything differently. I've just done exactly the same this week as I've been doing over the last 4 weeks. So yeah, I think obviously I suffered a little bit with water weight. I think that's starting to sort itself out now because I'm moving a little bit more, and yeah, so I think that's sorting itself out. On the subject of moving around, yesterday we went down to Southend to surprise one of my Instagram followers for her birthday. So we got down to Southend and we walked along to the pier. And we thought we were gonna have a little walk on the pier until we caught up with Kelly, the person we were going to see. And so we got to the pier, and now if you don't know about Southend Pier is the longest pleasure pier in the world. 1.3 miles out, 1.3 miles back. And normally there's a nice groovy little train that takes you from one end to the other, and you can go and have a little lark about down the pier, have a cup of tea, look out to sea, get the train back. Happy days. Except the train was broken. So now, normally, the old Andy, I would have got there and I would have thought, you know what? And I would have let my fiance and my little boy go on their own. And I would have just sat and I would have missed out and I would have just sat and had a cup of tea and waited. And I thought to myself, no, I'm going to go and see what happens. And I thought, I've got to push myself. I've got to challenge myself and see what I'm really capable of. Because I think in life we don't push ourselves. We don't challenge ourselves enough. And we're capable of so much more than we push ourselves to do. So I thought, let's do it. So I knew it was going to be hard. I knew it would be tough. And did I think I wouldn't make it? Yeah, sure I did. But I thought, let's go. So we started walking, and it took a long time to get to the other end. And then I thought about sitting when I got to the other end. I thought, well, I can't do that because if I sit, my legs are gonna seize and they're gonna ache. I've just got to turn around and I've got to go back. So we did, and then we're about a third of a mile into the journey on the way back, and then we found out that Kelly and her daughter, who we were meeting, was at the other end of the pier. So Lisa walked forward, my fiance, to go and meet Kelly and her daughter, and left me and my little boy to walk the rest of the way. And on the way back, it was hard. It was really hard. So, and the pier, you know, where we'd come from, just looked so far away. But if you've ever been on Southend Pier before, there's little huts every now and again that you can sit on and just have a look out to sea or have a little rest. So we just kept pushing to the next hut, and then we get to the next hut, and we'd stop for a little while, a couple of minutes, watch the seagulls, watch the boats, watch the ships, and then we'd start again. And we'd aim for the next hut, and the next hut, and the next hut. And then before we knew it, we were back at the start. And yeah, it was difficult. It was really difficult. It was hard. My legs felt like they'd been set on fire. It was just... But I was so pleased that I did it. I was so pleased that I pushed myself to do it. That, you know, yesterday in total, I walked 6 miles. Now, that doesn't sound a lot to some people, but you've got to take into consideration that I'm a 32 stone guy. To walk 6 miles at 32 stone is big work. And I did it. I didn't give in. I didn't quit. I didn't miss out on time with my little boy, which I would have done. And it was great. You know, we just walked along and we were looking at the ships and the seagulls and the sea and the fishing boats. You know, it was just great time that I would have missed out on in the past. Old Andy would have missed out on that, and it was just great to be able to do it, and so I looked at that, and the reason I wanted to do it, and the reason I did it, and the reason I pushed harder to do it, was because I just wanted to prove that it was possible. I've said to you before, say to yourself twice a day, in the morning when you wake up and before you go to bed, say to yourself, I can, I will, it's possible. And I just kept saying that to myself all the way up the pier, all the way back the pier. I just kept saying, it's possible, I can do this. And I just wanted to prove that I could do it, because if I can do it, you can do it. You know, it's like you can get out there. You know, if we really push ourselves, we can do more than we could ever anticipate. But we never push ourselves. You just have to push. And if you push, and if you believe that you can do something, you will be surprised what you can achieve. And so I looked at it, you know, that it was a kind of a good way to look at my Slimming World journey. Because when I was at the other end of the pier and I looked backwards to where I'd come from, it looked so far away, and I thought, I'm never going to get there. But I broke it down into little bite-sized chunks, which was the hut. So I just kept concentrating from hut to hut to hut. And that's all you got to do with your Slimming World journey. You know, for me, I need to lose 23, 24 stone. If I just keep looking at that, it's going to consume me. I'm going to think that's never going to be possible. So I just break it down into manageable pieces that I can work with, that I can say to myself, you know, this is a huge weight loss, but this little thing, I can do that. I can do this. And that's all you need to do. No matter how much weight you've got to lose, break it down. Break it down into pieces where you can say, you know what, I may not be able to do this right now, but I can do this. This I can do. So whatever that target is for you, make that target, break it down, and say to yourself, this is what I can do right now. And then when you've smashed that target, make another one, and just use it like the hut. Just work from one hut to the next hut to the next hut, and before you know it, you are going to be at your target weight. People say, you know, I've been talking a lot recently about this, and I'm going to do another video which is going to be called you know, how to stay motivated on Slimming World. You know, how to stay on it and do it, because I've been getting really saddened by the amount of people that are really struggling with Slimming World. And I've broached this subject once before with the Slimming World struggles videos, but I've noticed there's still a lot of people, for one reason or another, are struggling, but they're struggling with motivation and they're struggling to stick to it. So I'm going to do a video about how to stick to Slimming World, and because I think it's really, really important. But you know, people were saying that it's self-esteem, it's lack of confidence, and I said in an Insta Live the other day, it's none of those things. It comes down to one thing and one thing only. And the reason I can tell you this is because I can tell you from experience. I know that it's this one thing, because I've been where you are. Everything you're going through, everything that you're telling yourself, all the excuses that you've made for yourself, I've done it. You don't get to 38 stone by not telling yourself, you know, that you can't do it, by not making excuses as to why you can't do it, by, you know, and by this one thing. And this is the most important thing. And if you really want to succeed in Slimming World, this is the thing that you have to change over anything else. The one thing that is going to stop you from being successful on Slimming World, and the one thing only, is that you have stopped believing in yourself. That's it. Nothing else. It's not self-esteem. All these things will come. You know, you'll get confidence in spades when you start to lose weight. You know, you can just watch these videos. People say to me when they watch my videos how I've changed from my first videos to now. They can see, you know, the way I talk, the passion in the way I talk is so much different to when I started. And that's because the more weight that I lose, my confidence grows. My confidence is coming back. I'm finding the old Andy that I'd lost, the one that I'd longed to get back to. And this process is just me refinding that Andy that I'd lost. And the reason is because now I've refound the belief in myself that I'd lost. And that's the one thing that's going to hold you back, is when you stop believing in yourself. Because when you don't believe in yourself, that's when you're going to start making the excuses. That's when you're going to almost, that little inner voice is going to tell you all these stories that become your reality, that are the reasons that you can already, you know, have in your mind as to why you can't be successful. And it just boils down to you have stopped believing in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to say those words, I can, I will, it's possible. You just have to believe that it's possible for you. And you can do it. We know it's possible. We've seen the stories. We know that we can do it. But you have to believe it. It has to burn inside. You know, my desire to succeed now is getting stronger every day. With every pound I lose, the burning sensation, I can feel it growing. It's, you know, it's like it's beginning to consume me as a person, because I'm becoming so driven, and I'm not going to let anything stand in my way to get me from where I am to where I want to be, because this is the most important journey of my life. At my age, you know, in a couple of months, I'm 47. I'm not saying this is my last attempt at it, but the older I get, the harder it's going to get. You know, this is time while I'm still reasonably young that I can really crack this. I can get it done once and for all. And however many years I'm blessed to have to be, you know, to remain on this earth, I can enjoy them. I don't want to be like this, and I don't want to live out the rest of my days like this. You know, I deserve better than this. My children deserve better than this. My family deserve better than this. You know, and there's something bigger for me to do, and I can't do that while I look like this. So nothing is going to stop me. And you know, and the thing I always say again, I will not quit until I win. There's no stopping. I can't stop. I won't stop. I've got so much I want to get done, so much I want to achieve, and this is a big part of what I want to achieve. So, you know, you have to start believing in yourself. You have to get that self-belief back. When you get that, when you start to believe in yourself again, you're going to start to get that burn. You're going to feel it. Then it's going to be easier to make the tough decisions. You know, when you're faced, you know, what's more important, your weight loss or wine or cake or crisps or chocolate or ice cream or whatever it is that's going to hold you back. What is more important? And you will find it's much easier to make the decisions and think to yourself, hey, you know what? I don't need that ice cream because my weight loss is more important. I don't need that bottle of wine because my weight loss is more important. You will learn to move over, you know, the excuses that you make. It's important, and I'll cover this more in the video about how to stick to Slimming Well. So for this week, it's a fantastic week. I'm happy. You know, 5.5 stone award. I'm gunning for that 6 stone award, and you know, just like I said, every pound that I lose, I'm just getting more and more driven. So yeah. And yesterday was a great day. I was just really proud of myself for, you know, pushing through and not quitting and getting it done. So yeah, let me know how you guys have got on. Most of you have probably been weighed in, or a couple of you get weighed in, I know, on a Friday, Saturday morning. So let me know. Drop some comments. Tell me, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly. I need it all. Give me the information. Let me know if the scales have been kind to you. Good on you. If the scales are not how you anticipated, we say every week, you know, just draw that line and get back on the horse and go for it next week, and really be the best slimming welder you can be. So yeah, drop me some comments. Don't forget to press the little bell. I learnt now for Patrick. Press the little bell for notifications, and every time I upload a video you will know about it. And of course, if you haven't already, like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, and I know I've tipped 1,000 now, thank you so much. And of course, don't forget to watch the video for the 1,000 giveaway for all the Sweet Freedom stuff, because I will be drawing a winner for that next Monday. So you've still got a couple of days. All you got to do is be subscribed, watch that video, drop a comment on the Sweet Freedom video, and you can win all the Sweet Freedom goodies. And I will be doing that on Monday. So yeah, so thanks for watching. It's always a pleasure, and thank you so much for all the people that have subscribed to tip me over 1,000 subscribers. It's absolutely awesome. Be nice to each other, everybody. Life is always worth living, and until I speak to you lovely people again, see ya.